Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go!
Hey. This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into our Fearless Beer review. We get into the vinyl stuff we picked up, stuff we've been listening to. Jeff's record store, Desert Grooves Records, out in Chandler, Arizona. Go check it out. And then we wrap it up with some new music and other happenings in the music world. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. All the social media is at Asinine Radio. And that intro is out of the way. I did it as fast as I could, just for you, Jeff.
It was still too
just
long.
for you. Still too long. All right, let's jump right into it. Let's get into the Fearless Beer review. What do you got this week? Go.
Oh, where did I put it? There it is.
Oh, there we go, dude.
I got a pale ale from the Maine. Yep, it's Maine Beer Company. It's like, I can't really see it that well. And something's wrong with my light
Clearly.
where it's like, it's now flashing. It's strobe. It's got a strobe effect to it, so that's kind of irritating.
That's annoying. Seizure Central over there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Seizure World, Maine Beer Company. I guess they're in Maine. And
I would think so. Yeah.
Freeport, Maine. Man, this is like the most basic like label you could possibly have. It's just all white everywhere. Maine Beer Company. This is the pale ale. It's either called M.O or it's called Mo, and then it just says "Do what's right." So I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Wow. Everything about that sounds so boring, just like Maine.
Yeah.
Talk about a state where like nothing happens and it seems just so average and plain old people. And that sounds like this beer.
Yeah. I mean, Maine probably cool if you like fucking lobsters or shit like that, I would think, right? Isn't like Maine known
Trees,
for lobsters?
I guess. Yeah, I think so. And I think Vermont's for the syrup, right?
I don't know.
I think Maine is just popular for like its trees and its lobster. That's pretty much it. I don't know.
Damn,
We're not experts on that state.
Their whole website too is just I don't know. But yeah, that's what I got. Hopefully this is good.
Okay.
Sloan bought this for me, so we'll see.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's probably gonna be okay at best if he bought it. All right, my beer comes from Russian River Brewing Company. You know, the guys that bring you Pliny the Elder and Blind Pig. This one I've never had. It's a pale ale. It's called Row 2 Hill 56. I think you had this maybe a month ago when
What's
you
it
got all
called?
those Russian River beers. It's called Row 2 Hill 56, the story of Simcoe. It's a pale ale. I've never had it. I've seen it before in the wild, but I've never bought it, at least for myself. And yeah, it's a new one. I got this from Bristol Farms here in Yorba Linda. And Bristol Farms has a good beer selection, by the way. If you're local here in California, great beer selection. But yeah, anyway, I'm ready to start drinking and having a good time.
This Maine Beer Company is a part of this thing called 1% for the Planet.
Okay.
This is this like worldwide coalition of people and businesses. It's so vague. And it just says like working together to support people and the planet. Like it's so vague.
Wow, that is very vague.
Like I'm sure it's fine, but then like OXO is one of the supporters. 818 Tequila, which is one of the generous tequila, and it's just like they're. It just shows like bags being dropped onto what looks like poor people in some country, and people cleaning up like, dude, it's just so vague. It's so vague, it almost seems fake. I'm sure it's not fake, though. But
it does sound fake. It really does.
It's a .org, dude. It's an organization, so it's got to be real. I'm pouring my beer right now, though. Hold on.
All right, well, I already poured mine. Like I said, I'm ready to go. You're always lagging, but that's okay.
Why don't you look up and see if our boy Raul looked up your beer?
I already have. I have it up and ready. I'm ready to go. Man.
Wait on you now. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh, good tank. Oh, this stinks. Oh, it's not bad.
Dang. All right. What style is yours again?
This is the pale ale, 6%.
Pale ale? All right. So, what do you think of your main beer?
It smells gross. It smells like one of those like dank pale ales that the kids like to drink now. I think those are fucking disgusting. I don't know why anybody would want to drink that shit. But that's what this smells like. But it doesn't taste like that. It actually tastes really good. It's a little malty. It's a little aggressive, kind of in that taste. But otherwise, it's pretty clean. It's not bad.
And it's what you said, 5.5%.
6%. Okay.
6%.
6.
All right. So my pale ale from Russian River. This is mine is 5.8%. So damn close to yours. And this is good. Once again, Russian River, man. Russian River and Brewery X. They never disappoint. They just put out really good shit. And this pale ale, it tastes like just a less bitter Pliny. It's really clean. It's really fresh tasting, but it doesn't quite have the bite of a Pliny, which even a Pliny doesn't have much of a bite. This is really this is smashable, some might say, and this is good. I'm really digging this one. So, what would you rate your beer based off of our world famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect beer, 2 is a good beer you're going to continue to drink, 1 is a bad beer but give it a shot, and 0 is a drain pour? What do you got? Go.
It's actually pretty solid. Like, I actually like this kind of a lot. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good. It's
Because you're a plain old person.
It's just a lot cleaner than I thought it was going to be, and I kind of like that maltiness in there. It's real subtle. But it kind of gives that little pop, you know, the little girl, like that.
No syrupy taste to it.
No, it's
No.
yeah. I don't know. It's good. I give it a 2 out of 3. I drink this again.
Not bad.
It's $10 for a fucking bottle, so I don't think I'd be buying this too often. But if it was at a bar, I'd get it. Like, yeah, I'll take that. And the bartender would be like, oh, you know that beer? And I'm like, yeah, I love that beer. And he'd be like, oh, wow, you're so fucking popular and cool. And I'm like, yeah. So, you know.
Oh, man, that's so stupid.
Oh, damn, Raul left a review for mine, too. Look at that.
What is it, a 20-ounce bottle you got?
This is...
Story of a Girl?
It's 1.9 ounces. 0.9. So what is this, like 17 ounces then?
Yeah. Mine's 1 pint. What is it? 1 pint and 1.25 fluid ounces. That's what mine is. Anyway. So yeah, you gave yours a 2 out of 3. Oh, what did Raul say about yours?
Oh, I was looking at why this says 1 pint, 0.9 ounces. That's a weird number. Raul gave this a 4.5 out of 5. He liked it. He said, on tap at the Salty Pig in Boston, Massachusetts.
Why is he in Boston?
I didn't ask. It's one thing. When was this? This was a long time ago. It was like 10 years ago. It's 2013. It's one thing to feel it, but it's another thing to do it. And with a Mo in Boston, I guess the beer's name is Mo. And with a Mo in Boston, Raul is straight feeling it. Kind of like Pliny's little brother. That's a good thing, my peeps. This thing is all kinds of hoppy, floral, and nasty. Not nasty like the red eye I took from LA to get here. Nasty like your mama at prom. Yep. Nasty like your mama at prom. That's a good one.
That's really good. Really good. Once again, killing it with his reviews 10 years ago. So Raul also left a review for mine, and he gave it a 4.36 out of 5 on Beer Advocate. He also reviewed this in 2013, February of 2013. He said, yep, did it again, straight from the source, Russian River. Was on the tail end of a few youngers, and Raul needed to cool down with a fresh pale ale and a $7 7-inch long. Wait, what? A pale ale and a $7 7-inch long. So after my last meatball, Raul has since then converted to a cruelty-free lifestyle against animals, not himself, my peeps. Rolled away and onto my homie's lap. Sorry about that, playa. I took my last sip of this bad boy, and I knew that I could add to the Russian River Hall of Fame. Clean, crisp, and made for a pimp. All right. I don't get it.
So is he vegetarian or vegan now?
I as of 2013, I guess so.
And why?
I'm taking that the 7-inch long is a sandwich.
But like, why 7 inches? What does 7 inches have to do with anything?
I don't know.
That's a weird.
I don't know.
You can't get a 7-inch sandwich anywhere.
Yeah, right.
Just the way like numbers are set up, and then our system of measurements. There's no 7-inch sandwich.
It's either the 12 or a 6-inch.
If you get a 12-inch and it's a 7, you're left with 5 inches. Who the fuck wants that's not even half a sandwich.
Oh man, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's doing. I never know what he does. All right, do we have anything else?
Yeah, give me like 30 seconds. I'm gonna go fuck these dogs up. Hold on.
Okay.
On fucking real. Yeah. So there we go. Good old Raul.
Good old Raul, yeah.
Fucking madhouse.
Why were they freaking out again?
No reason. No reason.
All right, so do you have anything else on the Fearless beer review?
No, I do not.
All right, let's jump into the vinyl stuff we've been picking up, stuff we picked up, stuff we've been listening to that leads into the songs of the week. And then if you want to listen to the songs we talk about, there's going to be a playlist linked in the description of this episode, so go check it out if you want to listen along. So what do you got this week, Jeff? Go.
I thought it'd be fun to kind of just show you what I listened to on Saturday. I didn't listen to a lot of records this week. Even on Saturday.
Yeah, you really cut down.
I had a lot of shit to do on Saturday morning for the store. And Friday night was jam night, so I really just didn't get a chance to do anything. And so what I'm going to do now is just, I'm just going to post everything that I listened to on Saturday. And then you can see my from where I started to where I end. But I actually started with Neil Young, but I couldn't put it on Spotify. But I started with Neil Young live album, Live in Tuscaloosa. He did this with the Stray Gators, and this was around 73, 72. He did Harvest with the Stray Gators, and then Time Fades Away. That other kind of like live album that he did. And the Stray Gators, they still have the Jack Nietzsche. He's there, and it's very similar to Crazy Horse. A little bit different, but I like it. I like the name. The Stray Gators is a fucking cool name.
Yeah, it's a great name. It's a really great name.
And it's a good
lesser
album.
of his bands. I mean, Crazy Horse is way better than the Stray Gators.
I mean, like,
considering what was put out,
they're just more prolific, and they just put out
better
more
albums.
of it. But I mean, like, objectively, and more people would say that Harvest is his best or one of his best.
But we
don't
both
like
know
it.
That's not true.
Yeah. But no, the Stray Gators and Crazy Horse are both very, very similar in what they did for Neil Young. And Neil Young is still the leader of the band. He's still telling them, hey, I want you to play like this and still let me solo. So very, very similar, just a little bit different feel. I think Stray Gators have like more of a harder edge to them than Crazy Horse did. But it's a good live album.
I don't have this. I don't have this one. I only have the Live Rust and Rust Never Sleeps.
It's a double.
And then Young Shakespeare, I have that one too. But
it's a double LP, but the fourth side is just an etching. So they crammed all the songs into 3 sides, which is, I like that. Like, why use the 4 side if you don't have to?
Yeah,
that's cool.
I agree.
That's cool.
I agree.
Moving on. And then I went to, what did I put next? Oh, Dave Van Ronk. I brought him to the pod.
What the hell is this?
This is a folk musician that I brought to the pod before. I found his record when I was digging at some guy's house looking for records. Like, oh, fuck yeah. And this is like an original. This is just folk music from 1962. This guy is just, this guy like taught Bob Dylan pretty much like how to be a musician. Well respected in like the folk scene. Like, everybody loves Dave Van Ronk. I love Dave Van Ronk. But I think last time I brought it here, you were like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I felt the same way with this song. It's just not my thing, man. It's not my thing. I don't really like that style of music.
God, he's fucking cool, though. He's so cool, man. All right. And then I went on to CCR. I was trying to go like, I was trying to genre hop but not make it so abrupt where I'm going from like Dave Van Ronk folk to like Dropkick Murphys, right? That doesn't seem, that's weird. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This I was trying to like transition into it. So then I got into like more bluesy rock. So I went with CCR, the Woodstock Performance album that we have.
Great record.
Nothing wrong with it. That one's funny.
I never said you were going to purge it.
This one?
When I saw the list, I thought it was going to be purged. But
list of purges?
Yeah, thankfully that's not the case.
Nah. I did purge one live CCR album. Actually, I purged 2 because didn't need them.
Yeah, the Woodstock one is all you need.
The other 2 were just single LPs, and one didn't even have Tom, so it was just like whenever John would solo, it was just like dead air in the back. I was like, oh, this doesn't sound good. It's like, what the fuck's the point?
Yeah, that's true.
And then the last thing is Master of Reality, Sabbath. I listen to this often, at least every other week.
It's a great fucking record. It's a great one.
This is my favorite Sabbath album, but I think this is more than that. I think, like, I love this so much more than everything else Sabbath did. I really, really do enjoy this a lot. It's so good.
I would still put this as my number 2. Because the first album is it's so goddamn good. Master of Reality is a close runner up, but Sabbath is still too good.
I always think that too, and I always think like, dude, how do you fuck around with like Sabbath? Like you just can't. It's untouchable. And then you hear like like, oh yeah, here we go.
Such a cool riff.
And it's just so sludgy and nasty. Like, what were you fucking thinking, dude? Like, you already gross and sludgy and nasty on your first record, and then like this comes out later on, and it blows it out of the water.
Because what Master of Reality is what, their third record?
Yeah,
I think. Right? Yeah. Damn it! It's a damn fine record. I need to get a real clean copy of it. My copy's pretty clean, but I need a cleaner copy.
Yeah, that's
goddamn good.
That was like the first one that I upgraded at the store. It came in. I was like, yep.
Yeah.
Yoink.
It's a damn fine album.
So yeah, that's all I listened to this week on the vinyls, except for a couple records at work. But
you only did 4 records?
That was it.
Dang, man. That's nothing.
I was at Home Depot for fucking forever, and they're like, "Oh, I can't cut this wood any more than or any less than like 6 inches." Like, I'm not asking you to cut it 6. I'm asking you to cut it 30 inches. You just happen to end up with 6 inches left over, so we can't do that. It has to be 12 inches. I said, so if I buy something that's 12 inches, I can't cut it at all. Well, it's not. Like, oh, you guys are fucking dumb, dude.
I thought you had like a table saw or something.
Dude, I did. Well, I have a table saw that it's David's, partner of Desert Goose Records, but the fucking power button stopped working. So when I plug it in, it turns on. And
so there's no on-off switch.
There is, but it doesn't work. So like if something catches and I need to fucking turn it up, because it's right by your knee. So like the emergency shut off, you can hit it with your knee, right? Because that's a safety thing. And so I was when we were building the bins and shit, and I was sawing stuff. One of the pieces of wood had like a knot in it. And it got caught, and it fucking like flung. And like that clicking the off switch, and it wouldn't work. I'm like, oh my fucking God. And so like it was so sketchy, and I'd like hold the wood right there because like my hand was in a weird position, and I'd like wrap the cord around my leg and then yank it off with my foot.
Oh, that's so fucking scary.
Yeah, dude. It's a big old table saw, man. I've seen way too many fucking horror movies to fuck around that kind of shit. So yeah,
it's like Tim Taylor shit right there, you know?
Yeah. But like when you're sawing wood like that and it's on a table saw and it catches, like, dude, it's like a grown ass man is like fucking punching you in the fucking chest. It's no joke. So yeah, I just have Home Depot do it now, but then they're being a little fucking whiny little bitch about it.
That's smart then. That's smart.
Yeah, they got big old saws there.
Well, yeah, that's their fucking job. That's what they do.
That's why I said that's not what they do.
Okay, yeah, apparently not in this case. What are you building? More fucking things?
I don't know if you saw them last time we were there, but on basically like I don't even know how you would explain it, but like the bins are flat or like, you know, level with the ground, and the records you can fill the top of the records, you know, the 100 records in the row. But I'm building something that extends on the back of the bin upwards to where you can like put one record on the wall.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
Like Desi has it at Aldo's.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So each row of the bin will have a record popping up, because we've noticed that when we put, I mean, you can put records in the bins all day. You put a record on the wall, and that same record that's been there for a year will sell like in a week.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, really, when you go into any record store, the first thing you go to is the wall. Like, what do they got up on the wall? That's what I do. Every record store I go to is what's on the wall, or if they have that thing above the holders, the record holders, like what you're talking about. I always look at those first too.
You can't help it.
That's where the good shit is. Yeah.
That's where the good shit is.
Because you know it's there for a reason.
Where we put all of the stuff that we have a lot of.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good idea. Good idea.
So that's what I'm doing. That took up
Very
most
cool.
of my Saturday.
Yesterday. Because we're recording on Sunday.
That's
today. All right. Anyway, you got anything else?
No, that's it.
That's it. All right. So I got a couple things here. Stuff. They're not upgrades. Well, one of them is an upgrade. The first one I got got them both from you. The first one is Rush's Rush, the first album from '74. This one I never see in the wild. You got it into your store. Yeah, you got it into your store, right?
Yeah.
Because this isn't an upgrade from you.
Well, I got an upgrade, and that was my copy.
Oh, it was. Okay.
I bought that one for $5, $5 or $10 from Desi.
Okay.
Actually, I think it was $10, and then you probably know why, but
yeah. So yeah, this is their first record from '74, the only one to ever feature their original drummer John Rutsey, and this is a good hard rock, blues rock record. It doesn't really have much prog until like the last song. And besides the last song and the first song, they just sound like they're trying to rip off Led Zeppelin. It's like that's really what it is. They do a really good job at it, and it's fun. It's a great record, and that's why I have it. And it's good. It's just a solid record. And I really like John's drumming too. He's not nearly as great as Neil, but I mean, he was a really, really solid drummer. And yeah, this is the one that I have it's a US reissue from 1976, and it plays through great. I mean, with my new setup, I do hear surface noise, but I hear surface noise with brand new records as well. So, I'm always going to hear that. Unfortunately, it's frustrating.
See, but I love my new setup. This record. I love Rush's Rush. I only have 3 Rush records. This is one of them. That's all I need. Don't need more. Don't need Fly By Night.
Oh, I love Fly By Night.
But yes, they are heavily influenced by Zeppelin. But the difference between like Zeppelin just straight ripping off music and then pretending it's their own like they did, and then Rush like kind of ripping off the sound that Led Zeppelin did, is that these are all Rush songs. Like Rush wrote every single one of these songs. Like these are all original compositions. And there's a little bit of prog in there. You can kind of tell they kind of want to go off, and some of the guitar solos and the way Geddy and Alex are already playing around with each other is a little bit like the beginnings of what Rush will become. But it's just a good fucking rock record.
I guess another way to put it is like it's a polished sounding Led Zeppelin record, because Zeppelin, as great as they are, they always sound like they're about to fall apart. Like especially Jimmy Page and John Bonham, they always sound like they're not lagging or speeding up, but they always sound like they're gonna fall apart. But this is just clean, refined, just really solid fucking musicians. But yeah, no, it's a great record, and I'm glad I have it. So you have Rush's Rush, you have Caress of Steel, and
2112.
2112. Okay.
Moving Pictures. There's it's half good, half stuff I do not want to hear.
Yeah, the side A is perfect. Side B is it's good.
I'm not going to keep it.
Okay. I mean, we talked about it on the Rush episode a couple months ago, so go check it out. Let's get into the other thing I got. This is also an upgrade from you. You upgraded your King Crimson, and now I have your old King Crimson record, In the Court of the Crimson King and Observation of King Crimson. That is the title, dude.
So here's what real quick. Here's what happened with that one. I had a copy, and I upgraded mine to the one that you have, and then within a week, the same one that you have, just a little bit better, came in. So I took that one, and now you have my new copy.
Old new copy, yeah.
Which is fucking really good. It's so clean.
And damn, this is a clean sounding record.
Yeah.
I was blown for a record that came out in 1969, because this is an OG U.S. Monarch pressing. So yeah, this is the creme de la creme right here. And it is fucking clean. I mean, if you go on Discogs, you can get like a decent copy for like $30, $25-$30. But no, this is unbelievably clean, and I was blown away by it. So yeah, I'm gonna go through a purge of my records, and obviously my old copy of King Crimson is gonna go in that purge, because this is just way better, and plus it's an OG, so I gotta keep it. Yeah. King Crimson, just an incredible prog band. Some might say like the original prog band, the one that influenced every other prog band and really just rock music in general. I mean, this record is it's absolutely incredible. So
it is a good record. However, not the bad or good thing, but it is interesting that like the 21st Century song doesn't sound like anything else on the record.
Yeah, that's true too.
Everything else turns into something different, and they're both like equally great. But it's like, just different, dude. Different. But dude, the way that hits is just something else.
Especially because, like, I mean, for you too. We're more familiar with like the Mars Volta version of the song.
Oh yeah,
because it really is. Because the song Goliath, a Rapid Fire Toll Booth, is almost a straight lift of the song. The main riff is. So that was my first introduction to this song, essentially, because after that song came out, I remember everybody on the forums were like, "Oh my God, this is King Crimson, this is a ripoff or whatever," but it was still great, and it's true. It is a ripoff, and both songs are incredibly, just incredible songs. But
it's a straight ripoff. I would hope that at some point they were like, "Yeah, we fucking love King Crimson. That's why we did it. I don't care."
Yeah, they cite them as like their biggest influence.
Okay, then that's 100% okay.
course. I mean, a band like the Mars Volta, you gotta give King Crimson the credit, you know.
And they remember there was an interview. They make it a little bit better, a little bit different.
They really do. Yeah, I totally agree. They put it like in a more modern prog thing too. Like it's way busy. Like Goliath is way busier than anything you hear on 21st Century. Yeah. It's just the riff is pretty much the same. And I remember there was an interview Omar and Cedric did with Nardwuar back in 2008, right after this record came out, and they said like the three biggest influences for the band were this record, and then Pink Floyd's Piper, and then Magma. Just in general, the band Magma were like the biggest influences for the Mars Volta, and you hear all three of those bands in their music.
I can see Piper just because Piper's annoying, and Mars Volta can be annoying, so that makes sense.
You're so stupid. But anyway, 0-2. Go check it out. That's all I got for the vinyls. Anything else?
That's it. That's all.
All right. So some new music came out, or just one song I kind of wanted to talk about, or really the band in general. Alien Ant Farm, the band who did a cover of Smooth Criminal and the movie and the song Movies. They put out a new one called So Cold. And did you listen to it?
No, I didn't even see it till today. And then I was going to, then I forgot. But
it sounds like Incubus. It really, really sounds. It's not bad. It's not great. It's really, run of the mill. But yeah, it sounds like Incubus. I don't think I would ever listen to it again. I just wanted to bring them up because I looked up what kind of happened to them after the Smooth Criminal song, and they just
putting out records like consistently.
They put out like 4 records since then. Mind you, that record came out I think in 2001, but I think they put out 4 records. And that bass player, like that really awesome bass player, he's not in the band anymore. But everybody else is the same. But yeah, I don't know. I just a band I forgot about, completely forgot about. But that one album is so good. Anthology, that's a great record.
Anthology,
yes.
We have it on CD over here. Sloan bought it for Nick.
Are you serious?
Yeah, as if Nick was ever going to listen to it because he has no CD player.
I know.
But do you remember like a couple years ago when the lead singer got in trouble because they were playing on stage and some guy just like had his hand up, like, you put your hand up at a show, like, yeah, man, yeah. And the lead singer grabbed the guy's hand and like put it towards his crotch and made him touch his crotch. And then the guy sued him for sexual assault.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, this is like 2 years. Wow. I think it was like 2 years ago.
Holy shit! Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
And everyone was like, "Why the fuck did you do that, dude?" Even like the bandmates, like, "What the fuck are you thinking? Why would you do that?"
Yeah, why? That's bizarre. That's really bizarre.
Yeah, good times.
But anyway, go check it out. So Cold from Alien Ant Farm. Go listen to Anthology. Maybe we'll do that on the podcast sometime. Who knows?
That'd be fun.
I saw that their first record. I always thought Anthology was their first one, but their first record came out like 2 years prior. And it was called Greatest Hits, and I like that. I do like that.
I also, until just right this second, thought Anthology was their first record.
Yeah.
And I thought wrong. That was funny that Anthology was their first record because it's like an anthology that's like a Greatest Hits.
Yeah.
But their first record's called Greatest Hits, and that's
it's called Greatest Hits, yeah.
Like, you guys got to stop trying so hard. Like, it's okay. Damn.
All right, let's get into some other happenings in the music world that are pretty big deal. We'll start with UMG, Universal Music Group, that horrible company that made us delete all of our podcast episodes. And it's been a slow, time getting all the episodes back up. I guess they sued TikTok because people have been posting UMG owned music, and like almost like half the songs on TikTok are just gone now for copyright infringement, and people are all pissed off about it. These influencers are all pissed off about it, and it's just like, what do you expect?
It's not your fucking music.
Yeah,
it's not even the artist's music, but it belongs to UMG. Like, that's their music. They paid for it, and they signed contracts for it. So
that's true. I mean, I think I'm not like, what am I trying to say? I don't know what
I hate both of them. I hate UMG and TikTok equally. And so it's like when I'm laughing at TikTok, it's not because I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, that's a win for us, UMG. No, I still hate them with like a passion.
Yeah.
But like, fuck both of them. Who cares? Like, all these people are getting like popular on somebody else's music, and they're making money and selling merchandise based off of somebody else's music. and then it got taken off, and now you're left with nothing. You're left with just like your personality. Nobody wants to see that.
That's true. That's
Fuck
very,
them, who
very
cares?
true.
Move on.
But I hate. I'm more on the influencer side because I hate UMG so much. I think they're just a horrible company that treat their artists horribly. And then not only that big fire that we always talk about that just destroyed the masters of hundreds of artists.
Accidental,
and there was
right? Supposedly.
Yes, and there was no repercussions for that.
None.
Zero repercussions for that. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
Thousands of artists and like hundreds of their own songs all gone forever.
Yep.
Because of supposed fire. Like, you fucking kidding me with that shit?
Yeah. There's no...
Get
it just makes no sense. A company as big as UMG having that much property, like value in a warehouse, and the fact that it catches fire so easily and destroys that many, that there's something wrong there. There's
you can't
really
even put a price on
there.
that. Like, you really can't. Like, on like Fort Knox Gold, you can put an objective price on that. You can't put a price on what was lost there.
Exactly. And I think I've even brought it up once before. Like, when I was a fire inspector, I went to this place in Laguna, and it was a warehouse in Laguna Hills, and all they do is store wine, like expensive wine, in this warehouse. And their fire system was insane. It was fucking nuts. And it took forever to inspect it because it was so intricate. It was wild. And I can almost guarantee you the warehouse that UMG was using to store this shit had to have been way more advanced than this fucking wine place in Laguna Hills. So it just reeks of arson or some shit like that.
It's just, I mean, like, it definitely reeks of arson, but I mean, there's a lot of people that think it's like an inside job, but it's like, why would anybody do that to burn those things and lose that potential amount of money where in 20, 30 years from now, they can be re-releasing things and still making a fuck ton of money off of those master tapes that they have. There's no reason for it to be an inside job. That doesn't make any sense.
That's true. Or maybe it's a way to not be able to sell the masters back or give the masters back to the original artist or their estate. Maybe it was that to retain control of the masters. Maybe there's maybe in the contract somewhere there's some stipulation if the master is lost or destroyed, you can't give it back to the artist or their estate. Maybe.
You're right. It's possible.
And maybe that's why it was destroyed.
These contracts are fucking big.
Yeah. I don't know. It's too suspicious. Way too suspicious. I don't like it. But anyway, UMG, they suck. So let's get into, you got anything else on this one? The TikTok UMG thing?
No, except that I just hate TikTok. I hate UMG and I hate influencers. Done.
But I do use TikTok a lot because their algorithm is great. Way better than Instagram Reels.
It's like drugs, right? Like, I drink alcohol because of the way it makes me feel. Yes, I watch Instagram Reels because of the way it makes me feel. It makes me turn my brain off, and I get to laugh a couple times. And all of a sudden, it's 2 hours later.
I know, you get that dopamine hit, yeah.
And that's fine, and that serves a purpose. But I'm under if Instagram ceased to exist, I wouldn't lose a fucking wink of sleep.
That's true, yeah. I wouldn't either. But there are times where it'll be like late at night, and I'm just going through TikTok, and there's at a certain point a video will pop up on your TikTok feed saying like, you need to take a break. You need to put your phone down, turn TikTok, turn the app off. Like, they literally have videos like that. Like, you need to stop.
I don't like that either. Don't fucking tell me what to do.
Exactly. I get and then I flag them as spam every single time because it makes me so mad.
Let me fucking dictate like when I need to take a break. Get the fuck out of here.
Flag them every goddamn time.
That's irritating.
Not that it does anything. Flag it. Well, I mean, you don't watch TikTok. I don't know if Instagram does it. I don't really use
Instagram. Definitely doesn't do it. Yeah. And for Instagram, I have like our Asinine Radio Instagram, which is...
You don't even have a personal one.
No.
Yours got hacked.
Yeah, dude, she's Melanie Buckner, dude. She still has it. She didn't post or nothing. Just wasted it. But the Asinine Radio one is pretty much tailored to like what I like, because I watch all the reels, and so it's just like cooking stuff. It's skate videos. It's any kind of like music related stuff. And then our business one is kind of tailored a little bit more to like dog videos and things like that, because David has dogs and he likes dogs. So depends on what I want to do. If I want to veg out and laugh, then I go to like the Desert Grooves one because there's dog videos and there's people falling down and like funny stuffs. If I want like to like learn something, I'll do the Asinine Radio one. So we follow that guy who does like the different genre, the genre-phobic guy. Like he's on the Asinine Radio page.
That guy's so cool.
So if I want to like learn something or do something, then I go to that one. If I want to just laugh and turn my brain off, then I go to the other one. It's nice.
So stupid.
I don't have my own Instagram anymore, so that sucks.
Just get a new one. Just make a new one.
What's the point at this point? Like, who
I
cares?
don't know. Yeah, it really doesn't matter.
I don't need to.
But sometimes I want to tag you and shit, and then I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So moving on. Win Kramer, the guitarist, founder, songwriter from MC5, died a couple days ago. I think he was in his 70s. And, MC5, Kick Out the Jams, iconic. Honestly, the original punk band. Like you can't really deny it. The original punk band. Amazing stuff. Yeah, he died, and that sucks. And we're seeing a lot of people die over this last week. We got Carl Weathers died. Wayne Kramer died. Somebody else died today. Who was it? Oh, the bassist from Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Oh yeah. Did you see what's his name? Sylvester Stallone's thing that he did about Carl Weathers?
No. What did he do?
He just talked about it. It was actually really sad. Like, because they were close and friends.
Yeah.
And he was at like I would assume it was his bar, but he was kind of just sitting there and he was talking about like how it's affected him and like how much he misses him. And it was like, oh wow, man. Like as the years go on, I like Sylvester Stallone more and more, like every single year.
Yeah, he's just one of those guys that just he never makes waves. He just seems really nice, really down to earth, and he puts out good movies generally, right?
Yeah,
Have you really ever seen a bad Stallone movie?
No, they're all at least entertaining.
Yeah, you can't name a dud. Cannot name a dud.
I would never like turn. Oh, Sylvester Stallone movie like Cliffhanger? Nah, turn it off. Like fuck no.
Cliffhanger's so good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Ryan and I watched that last year right before he moved out. Oh my! I hadn't seen it since I was a kid. It was so over the top. Oh, it was amazing. I loved it.
I don't think I've seen it since I lived at the condo with Kevin and Ryan, but yeah, it was great then. But yeah.
Oh, you know what movie I haven't seen since I was a kid, but I really want to watch again is Cobra, the Stallone movie.
I haven't seen. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
The cover's so cool. Like he's wearing those like the sunglasses, the aviators, and he's holding like a machine gun, like an Uzi or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? Just the cover of the movie. He looks so fucking cool. It's like maybe 1984, 1985 when it came out. And I remember it being over the top when I was a kid, but I want to watch it now and just see how stupid it is. But yeah, Stallone. You can't name a dud. Can't name a dud.
I literally just went to Stallone's wiki page, and his first movie was a softcore porn.
No way, was it really?
Yeah. He made like $2,000. That's awesome. So silly.
We should have a
Stallone
yeah,
pod. Cobra. Fuck yeah, dude. We saw that.
You know
that soundtrack. Yeah, dude. Oh, he looks so good. He looks so cool in that. Look, oh man, look at that fucking gun. The laser coming out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
such
cool.
a cool cover.
Dude, crime is a disease. Meet the cure. Wow.
Oh, I love that.
That's amazing. Meet the Cure.
Dude, we should watch that when I'm out there in March.
Down.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
DVD.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, a lot of deaths. Carl Weathers.
All right.
What was the other one you said?
Wayne Kramer died. That's where this all started. Oh, and then the bassist from Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Oh, Aston Barrett. Yeah.
Yeah.
He taught fucking Robbie from Sly and Robbie how to play bass.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, quite a few deaths this week, and yeah, Wayne Kramer dead. I think he was like 74.
Yeah, I mean they're all pretty old. Like that's
they're all in their
late
all in their 70s. Yeah.
In the late 70s as a rock star or a movie star, that's like 90 in our years.
Yeah, and then talking about next week when we do Motley Crue, I mean those guys, I can't believe all four of them are still alive, but we'll get into that next week. But anyway, okay. we good with Wayne Kramer?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So the last thing here, I just threw this in the last minute. I think, okay, so the band Korn, they formed the first record came out in 1994. So people are saying, okay, this is going to be the 30th anniversary thing. And there are rumors that the original drummer is going to come back to the band. He left the band in 2007, and David's going to come back. He's always had issues with the band, or they've had issues with each other. They've sued each other over the years for royalties and things like that. And David never posts anything Korn related on his Instagram. That's all he has is Instagram. He never posts anything about Korn, and if he does, it's always negative. But just yesterday he posted a video pretty much, or kind of hinting like, oh, would you guys want to see this? And it was like their Woodstock performance, their iconic Woodstock performance in 99. So this leads people to think, oh, this is a big 30th anniversary reunion with the OG lineup, which I would absolutely pay a lot of money for. This would be a dream come true. I've seen the OG lineup before. That was the first time I ever saw Korn, but I would love to see all 5 of them, Fieldy, come back as well and watch them play. That would just be incredible. So I would drop hundreds of dollars for this.
Has the OG lineup? Well, that's a whole other thing I want to ask you. Has the OG lineup not played since he left? Like since that year, 2007 or whatever it was?
Well, so when the tour I saw them on was the last tour as the OG band, and I saw them in 2004. That was the first time I ever saw them, was in 2004, and that was the last tour they did as the original lineup. And then Head left the band. He became a Born Again Christian. He left the band, and then David stayed for another album and did See You on the Other Side, and then he left in 2007. And then Head eventually came back in 2012. But and then Fieldy's been on hiatus from the band for like the last 2 years. So hopefully Fieldy comes back and then David rejoins, at least for just like a tour. Like maybe not even just as a band, because I like their new drummer a lot. He's really cool. But I mean, to see the OG lineup play like stuff from their first 2 records, oh my God. Oh my God. It would be incredible. Yeah, I would pay hundreds of dollars for this.
Sure. That was the other thing too. You would pay hundreds? Yeah, you don't pay hundreds for anything.
I know. But I mean, this band is
Led
so
Zeppelin
special.
reunites and does a show from the grave, and you like $150? Nah, it's too much.
I would probably drop $250-$300 on this show.
That's wild.
Yeah, this band is just it means so much to me, and this lineup of the band means so much to me. I'd have to go. I would instantly regret it if I missed it.
Those are things.
So fucking good. So fucking good. But anyway, we'll see if it actually happens. It's all rumors now. So that's all I got. Got anything else?
That's all for me.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars, tell all your friends, and stay tuned for the main episode. We're getting into Black Eyed Peas and their album Monkey Business, and we're going to rank all 9 of their records. 9 records. So that's it. That's all.
I know. Oh, man.